Udaynidhi Stalin knows nothing will happen. He knows that the Indian state is cowardly and weak. He knows the truth that we aren't even thinking of dismantling the constitutional apartheid against Hindus through the many acts, articles, judgments. Truth is, India is emblematic of the hypocrisy, virtue signaling, cowardly stance, and double standards of each of our four pillars of democracy, including and especially the judiciary. Let me address them one by one. Number one, hypocrisy. If you ask me the textbook definition of a banana republic, I would say that it is a republic where the Supreme Court stays silent on blatant violation of its own order. It has been more than 2 years since Udaynidhi Stalin wanted to eradicate Sanatan Dharma. 2 years since the Tamil Nadu government has been in direct contempt of the Supreme Court order of 2023 that said the state should immediately file cases in instances of hate speech. And yet, nothing has been done either by the state or the Supreme Court. I can only infer that eradication of Hinduism, comparing it to dreadful incurable diseases, calling it a menace upon the world, is not construed as hate speech by the Supreme Court, in which case it begs to question, why did it so ruthlessly come down on Nupur Sharma for merely quoting Islamic scriptures and infer it to be hate speech? If this is not hypocrisy and double standards, I don't know what is. Number two, virtue signaling. The Sabrimala judgment, the animal sacrifice ban, the Dahi Handi restriction, Vedic chanting in mountains. How many examples do you need where rituals of Sanatan Dharma have been selectively targeted in the name of reform? When it comes to Islam, we fall over each other to overturn even Supreme Court verdicts like the Shah Bano case. Number three, cowardly stance. There already is an ideology that specifically and unambiguously directs its followers to kill, maim, and convert non-believers and all those who profess other ideologies, Hinduism, Christianity, or Judaism. But does the court have the courage to ban this ideology, leave alone call all those verses calling for the eradication as hate speech? Number four, double standards. The court says that free speech does not include hate speech. Well, as a free speech absolutist, I ask, who decides what is hate speech? Polytheists, i.e. Hindus, are the worst of creatures, 98.6. Is this hate speech? Do not take disbelievers as friends unless they convert and kill them if they refuse, 489. Is this hate speech? Hai dam ya do char nimbu? Quote, it is not enough that we merely oppose Islam. We should eradicate it like we eradicate malaria and corona, unquote. You know what? You'd be arrested in 95 nations and condemned to death in 17 for saying this. But replace Islam with Sanatan Dharma and you not only escape arrest, you celebrate the bigotry unabashedly. Udaynidhi Stalin uttered a shockingly anti-Hindu, anti-Hinduism statement, and his subsequent clarification was also utterly devoid of truth. You know, if a BJP minister had said what Stalin did about another religion, there'd be a civil war by now. But Hindus are easy to abuse. Five, finally, being a Darwinian atheist, I have no skin in the game, but this much I do know. Hinduism has survived 8 millennia because it imbibes the scientific virtues of diversity, empathy, independent thought, and reform. In Hinduism, religion is an offshoot of the way of life, while in Abrahamic ideologies, way of life is an offshoot of religion. It follows, therefore, that the former is less shackled by rigidity or by rules and diktats and is more mutatable, celebrating diversity of its followers. And as always, the source, the fountainhead, dictates the mutability and eagerness to change. In Hinduism, there are sects that promote and celebrate atheism, Charvaks. There are sects that reject Vedas altogether, Lingayats. How gloriously ironical is that? Rejecting your holy scriptures and yet being proud Hindus. Can this happen in any other religion? Hinduism is an all-accepting, all-questioning idea. So let me be clear. If we want to save India, we have to save Hinduism and Sanatan Dharma. But for how long can the Indian state fight with hands tied?